I really am a mean and despicable creature at heart, you know. It's so difficult to really change.
Difficult? Changing from bad to good's as easy as taking your first step. Put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking across the floor. Put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking out the door.
Do you know the Dave Darren Show?
It's not enough to boil a monkey's bum.
Most people say, who the fuck is Dave Darren?
Like Disneyland, I'm the happiest fucking guy on earth.
Who the fuck is Dave Darren?
Are you a poof duck?
He used to be on terrestrial radio, but he got fired.
It's over. Don't you think it's over?
I'll spin, I'll spin, I'll spin.
Who the fuck is Dave Darren?
Say your prayers, it's a one. Don't forget my son to include everyone.
Hey, welcome to the show, guys. I see nobody's here, and I know why you're not here. You're boycotting the fucking show because you think I'm going to ream you out. I'll tell you, this was a maximum burn show.
It's a pretty good burn, though, you got to admit.
Good burn. You and that bullet-headed gas bag.
Oh, whoa, wait a second.
What? You guys rubbed your balls on Jordy's visor. What, you thought I wasn't going to notice that?
No, that was all Sir Patrick.
You know what's happened here is I was doing a rant and rave all about fireworks, all about the idiots in Arizona. It was a burn to get you guys to join this fucking show because I want to clear the air one time and for all. And I know you guys aren't listening to the show, but you're going to tune in later. I know it. I just know you guys are. No one's listening now. It's intentional to give me a burn back. But I'm going to tell you guys, I used to do radio in Phoenix when I lived there about 6 years ago. I started on a bunch of stations. I ended up on KWSS LP. LP stands for low power. And you know what that means? That means that station has no PR folks or big PR folks. They don't have a marketing team. They don't have a sales team. They do not have the billboards on top of Route 101, Route 10 to promote the station. So the DJs and the station rely on you guys. And I know Crystal tells me all the time, don't rely on the guys to promote for you. You can't depend on them. But you know what? We've got to depend on somebody. I talk about Unity all the time. Unity, at least when I lived there, was not there. Now, if it changed, that's pretty cool. But I don't know. I've been there for 6 weeks before I'm back in New York now, and I did not see it change. Now, what I got to tell you is, okay, so for instance, when you guys came on my show, it was like you were fucking magicians. And I'll tell you what happened. You came on the show. I see someone joined. They got off already, right? I don't know where you went, but you fucking just went there to just tease me, and then you vanished, right? But I'll tell you, this is what happened. You guys came on my show. The next week's, every single week after, no one ever came back to shout the show out. Now, you know what that's like? That's like, think of it this way, guys. It's like you guys being the opening gig at a venue. As soon as your performance is over, you pack up all your shit, you leave, all your fans leave, next band comes on, they got to start the whole shit all over again. Would you guys like that? The radio personalities in Phoenix don't like that. By the way, if you're a band and if you're a rock band, and a punk band is on the same gig as you, I know there's a lot of competition. I hear bullshit that there's not. There is competition. If you're not supporting the punk band that's coming on after you, fuck, that sucks big time. If you're a venue and you're not supporting other venues in Phoenix, Joe's Grotto, Blues Bar, I don't even know if they exist anymore. But if they do and you're not shouting them out and supporting them, it's a local scene. It's got to happen everywhere across the entire Phoenix, Tempe, Gilbert, Chandler, I forget the names of the cities now, but you got to support the whole thing in itself, right? If you're a radio station, you get that billboard up there on Route 10 and you don't have any radio music played by local bands, and I know that they don't play your music. KWSS did, I did, right? If you're one of those stations, fuck, you gotta play the local music. If you're not playing the local music, you should not, what they do is they play local music Sundays from like 12 o'clock midnight till 3 in the morning. Now, you know what that means? That means East Coast is 3 o'clock till 6 o'clock in the morning. So who's listening there? There's people that are drunk, vomiting. They're not going to be listening. Getting up for church 6 o'clock in the morning. They're not listening. So the whole thing is, when I was there, you didn't promote me. So the whole thing of this show is to get my nut off, to tell you guys how I really feel, which you know how I feel. But for the remaining DJs that are there, and there's a couple of them, I'm sure, that are local, support their asses. You fucked over with me, but support these guys, right? That's the whole thing here. It was kind of like a thing I did just to piss you guys off to listen to the show. I got one guy listening now. I have no idea. He was on, disappeared, cock teaser, right? So I did get a bunch of rant and raves from you boneheads, thinking I was talking about fireworks, and then you guys flipped it around and started talking about how fucking horrible a radio personality I was. So I'm going to read some of them, and I'm not going to put the last names on here, even though I could. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to mention some of the people. We've got Joe E. Joe E., I put a period there because I'm not putting out his last name. Claims I am a total failure. First guy that says, I love this post because he's the first guy that says, I was a total failure. That's Joe E. says I was a total failure. And he says that he says, I have no idea who I'm talking with. I was Joe the Mafia in Philly and New York City. I don't know. Hey, yo, Rock. I don't know. So, and he says I'm more cultured than him. I'll tell you the truth. I'm in Philadelphia. I'm at the art museum. I'm walking and running up the stairs where Rocky walked down and ran up. Can't be more cultured than that, right? I didn't go in the fucking museum, but I'm over there running up the stairs in the art museum in Philadelphia. I'm a cultured dude, man. That's Joe E. Joe N. He says, I have no idea how much money he makes. He's into six figures. Six figures spans $100,000 to $999,999. Usually when people say that they're at that threshold of six figures, they're at $101,000 or $100,000.77. I did a little investigation. That's where Joe N is. And he says that he's going to let me suck his dick off to help him move up the ladder. Now I got to tell you, I've never done well with things that are as small as a clitoris. I usually cannot figure out how to get it in between my teeth because I don't have a gap. So I can't get it in between my teeth and lick it with my tongue. So I'm not good at that clitoris stuff, Joe. So I'll tell you what, you know what we're going to do here? We're going to spin some music. This show is for the first two people. By the way, these guys are going to win an award. I think I'm going to send them a t-shirt and a CD from one of the bands that's been on the show. So if you guys want to get a CD, then you can do it. If you don't, and you fucking hate me, because believe me, this show is not going to change your opinions of me, and I don't fucking care. I mean, I'm who I am. I've been this way for 5, 6, 7 years. I think I'm going to fucking change. There's like no way, right? This first song is going to be called Best Friends to Enemy. Very appropriate. This band is called 78, or the name of the band is Best Friend to Enemies. Name of the track is... No, that's the name of the track. Fuck it. See, I do suck at this, right? And here we go on the Dave Down Show. Let me crank this up.
Best friend to enemy. That's what you are to me. You make up screaming down in lines. We cut and never see eye to eye. Used to speak 10 times a day. Now I don't give a
fucking until she retires. She won't for custody, I'm on a blind. I tell you the run of these bitches cuckoo. For love for money, this shit you cuckoo. Hips, lips, sick like the flu. I won't deny her sex with girl, I got your number. I bet now you're missing my number. The Titan taking you under, and now you're hearing the thunder. So you wanna fight? Let's the road down tonight. You'll see the shining light. The glory she saw takes
Welcome back to the show. I see that there's still 0 people listening. I know why, because you're boycotting the show. You're going to listen later, and you're going to listen like little secretive guys, right? So I'll tell you, for the guys that are tuning in late, or you can't be tuning in late because no one's listening live, right? But when you play this back, remember, I'll tell you what this was. This was what's called a major burn to try to get you enthused with radio. Enthused with radio personalities. I don't give a fuck if you like me or not. Just get enthused with radio. Support the local radio DJs that are on your stations out there. This was a major burn. Here's another major burn by this Geordie guy from Star Trek. By the way, the Star Trek guys were on my show recently. Someone just joined it. I have no idea why they fucking joined, but what I did is, for the guy that just joined, whoever that is, I got on, I was talking about fireworks and how irritated. By the way, I am irritated about fireworks because that dog gets pissed off. I can't walk the dog, right? So I am pissed off about fireworks. I called you guys idiots. Everyone joined the show, and my rant and rave, mostly because I called you guys idiots. But it's a flip around burn. I'm talking to you guys about why the fuck I'm on KWSSLP when I used to live in Phoenix. You guys never shouted the show out. Why the fuck you don't do that? There are so few DJs that shout out local bands. KDKB's out there. Someone, who was it? Eric says that I was supposed to be on KDKB and I didn't make it. You know, the truth is that they wanted me to spin typical mainstream fucking, what the fuck do I want to do that for? I don't want to play mainstream music. The whole idea with this show is to get you guys on the show. But yet nobody realizes that, right? You're like brain dead. You don't realize that. There are so few of us, so few stations that give a crap about you guys. When there is people that give a crap about you, support us. Too late to support me. Support the local people who are still in Phoenix. I think KWSS still exists. They lost a boatload of their DJs, probably for the same reason I got the fuck out, right? There's the ones that are still there, support them. And I say this, it's almost like when you guys have a gig at a venue and you guys are on stage. Do you come off stage, pack your shit up and get out of there, drag all of your fans out so they don't see the second band? You don't do that, right? So why the fuck do you do that with the radio personalities? Why? And like I said, if there's venues out there, the venues aren't supporting each other in the Phoenix, Tempe, Gilbert, Chandler area, man, that sucks. You are one unity. You're supposed to be supporting each other, man. What's all the hatred about here? If you're a band, a rock band, not supporting punk bands, man, that sucks too. It's music. It's a community. It's venues. It's food. It's entertainment. If it's a radio station out there, KDKB, like I said, they play music of local bands 12 midnight on a Sunday. The fuck sense does that make? Because if you think about it, that's 3 o'clock in the morning, East Coast time. 3 o'clock in the morning, people are vomiting that just got home from major gigs, or they're out there fucking or something like that. Or they're getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to church because they're guilty for the anal that they did the night before, right? So they're guilty for that, so they got to go to church just to pretend that they're holier than thou, and they've just been in the hole, right? They're holier than thou, right? So, I mean, these stations that don't support you, don't support them. Don't buy their product. Put these mothers out of business, right? They don't support you guys, yet they get the billboards out there. And they're the big stations, not the local stations, doing you guys with the local music, right? So this whole thing was to get you guys hot and angry at me. So you listen to this show and no one's listening, but you're all going to listen on the sly, not giving me the support to see. Now there's 2 people listening, right? You're doing it under the cover so that I don't see that you guys actually are interested, but you're all fucking interested, I'm sure, right? And the other thing is, you know, when you come on the show, any show that's in Phoenix, shout out periodically so that when you come back on with that CD release party 3 months later, There's more of an audience. They don't have to repopulate the listening stream every time, right? So do that for these guys. For the remaining people that are in Arizona, Phoenix, wherever they are, whatever station they're on, if they're on KDKB, which they don't like me because I called them the 2K separate of DB because I called them douchebags of radio. Do that. Support them. This was a major burn. Here's another major burn. Check this guy out. This is the guy from Star Trek. By the way, if you go to my podcast, you'll see that last week I had on the producers, actor of Star Trek, Axonar, a really cool program. And so check that out. So here we go. Then we're going to come back. I'm going to read some more of these hostile guys that are just pissed at me because I had the nerve to talk about them and burn them. So here we go. This is, check this out. It's kind of funny.
Fun, that's all.
Good fun.
Yeah.
You and that bullet-headed gas bag.
Whoa, wait a second.
What? You guys rubbed your balls on Jordy's visor. What, you thought I wasn't gonna notice that?
Well, that was all Sir Patrick. That's a pretty good burn, though, you got to admit.
Good burn.
So here we go, guys. This was a major burn to get you guys to listen to this stupid show. By the way, everyone that thought this was not a burn and was really serious about me talking about fireworks and stupidity in Arizona and ignorance and being idiots. You know, it's funny. This was a major burn because I wanted you guys to listen to this show so I get my rocks off talking about how pissed I was about you guys kind of making my show a failure. And my show was a failure because you guys just didn't give a shit about it, right? And you should. You should, like I said, you should give a shit about the people that still exist in Phoenix trying to work you guys into a radio format, whether it be terrestrial radio, whether it's online radio, whatever it is. But I don't know if you guys are doing it, but you should do it. This guy, Chad B, like I said, I'm not giving out last names. Chad B, this guy was awesome. He was the first one in, I think I had like 700 pissed off people. And there's like 3 listening now to this Facebook, right? Out of 700. They didn't want to see my face, right? So Chad B, in a longest paragraph, fucking talk longer than I do. It's incredible. He was the first one to use an obscenity. He called me a liberal prick. Now I'm thinking that the word liberal is the obscene word because I don't want to be fucking called a liberal prick. I'm a prick. I agree with Chad B, who says I'm a prick. And he said that he was going to give me and send me a box of tampons and some tissues. By the way, if you sent them, Joe, I didn't get them. Slow fucking post office, right? And he also called me a typical New Jersey douche. I am not a typical douche. I am an extreme douche. So don't get that wrong. Next time you shout me out as a typical New Jersey douche, call me an untypical total douche. And use the word bag, by the way, okay? I like complete sentences. Call me a douchebag, okay? Let's see. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play, because I think Chad works at a pizza shop. And he was so pissed that I talked about working at a pizza shop. You know, I'm Italian. I like a pizza. I'm not going to fucking ream you out over working at a pizza shop. My cousin works at a pizza shop, right? I'm in Philly. Philly pizza's great, by the way. I think it's the water. It's the Schuylkill River in Philadelphia. It makes great pizza. Of course, a lot of people are buried there. And if you guys are probably in Philadelphia, listen to my rant and rave, I'm sure you'd probably kill me, drag the body, drop it in the Schuylkill River, right? So you know what I'm going to do? Just for the pizza guy, who is Chad B, I'm going to play a track by the Pizza Kings. And it's called Driving to Vegas. I don't know if you know this track, but you're going to know it now because I'm going to play it. Fuck it. I'm playing this. Here we go. And this is called Driving to Vegas by the Pizza Kings for Brad. Here we go.
To Phoenix, Arizona, where the hills are red and the air is thin. Breathless views and desert hues. Someday gonna come back again. Rolled into Utah, small town Kanab. Something smells good and it's sure ain't me. Sat down to lunch in the local diner, but the Reuben was a sight to see. Driving to Vegas on the I-15, lights of the city shining bright. Me and my best friends in the whole wide world, feeling pretty lucky tonight. Zion and Bryce were very nice, but I couldn't get the waitress off of my mind. A few more miles on the I-15, Eureka, we crossed the state line. Driving to Vegas on the I-15, lights of the city shining bright. Me and my best friends in the whole wide world are feeling pretty lucky tonight. Been on the road for 6 long days, ain't had a drink in an hour. Gonna wash this red dirt right off of my boots and take me a long hot shower. Checked into Vegas, only took an hour to get some rooms for a couple of nights. Threw the bags down, hit the floor running. Money to burn in the city of lights. Driving to Vegas on the I-15, lights of the city shining bright. Me and my best friends in the whole wide world are feeling pretty lucky tonight. Driving to Vegas on the I-15, lights of the city shining bright. Me and my best friends in the whole wide world are feeling pretty lucky tonight. Feeling pretty lucky tonight. We're feeling pretty lucky tonight. We're feeling pretty lucky tonight.
Hey guys, that was the Pizza Kings, and that was for Chad B, the Pizza King in Arizona, who called me a liberal prick. The first one, he was an award for being the first one to call me by a curse word. The word liberal was used in a curse. And I guess the word prick is a curse word too, but I agree with that one. I am a prick, so we'll let that one go. But it's interesting that the next guy that shouted me out, who thought I was doing a show about, or the post was all about fireworks. And that show about, the post about fireworks got about 700 hate mails, right? And now there's one person listening to the fucking Facebook show because they don't want to see me. I don't blame them. Look at me. I'm not a good looking guy, so fuck it. But funny, Steve S. also used the word prick, but used it in a different sentence. He was very creative. Good riddance, prick. So there we go. And by the way, he spelled the word sabotage wrong. And just so you know how to spell the word sabotage, here's someone also from Star Trek who will tell you, look at this girl. This chick was hot. I forget her name. Who was this? You guys can tell me when I pull it up here. Very hot chick.
Sabot in die Maschinen, sie zu stoppen. Sabotage.
A little anal for her would be kind of cool, but he spelled the wrong, sabotaged wrong. So there's Steve S. And let me tell you guys about radio and about how complicated it is. When I do the show, when I do a live show, it's like you guys come in, it's 1 hour to do the show. It's pretty easy, right? When I do the pre-recorded shows, it takes about 3 hours to make one 1 hour show. So any of the radio personalities would expect you to do, the ones on KDKB, they don't give a fuck what you do because they're not promoting you anyway. Isn't it irritating when someone is restricted? Because the station's corporate radio restricts the radio personalities to do any of the local work unless they get paid for it, right? And everything is stressed now. It's tough. But the radio personalities, they're handcuffed. They can't do any shit. And I blame the radio personalities for the failure of local music. And I blame them because they've settled. They're sucking on, I got a tit here. They're sucking on a tit because for what? $28,000 to $30,000 they've submitted to corporate radio, and they're not playing your music, can't even interview you guys. So isn't that that's a total burn right there, right? So the few radio personalities that exist, the few radio stations that exist, I was on ISX Radio, Boston Rock Radio, yet you guys don't fucking go and support those guys. Support them more, support the radio personalities that still give a crap about you guys, because they're scarce. You're not going to find them. And if you don't support them, it's going to be zero of them. Zero, right? There's no room to fuck in there is a lot of room to fuck in a zero. But make sure you support these guys, right? And when you get pissed off at people like me, think that this guy, at least he's got some, he's not tucking the penis like Caitlyn Jenner is, right? He is not tucking the penis in. I could tuck mine in because it's real small. No need to tuck it in at all. Next guy, Vince T, says the reason, remember I'm not using last names of these guys. I could because they're posting on my Facebook page, right? And they're telling me, Eric tells me, don't use his name. Don't even use his first name. And he posts right on my page, right? Vince T, reason I loved your post is because I'm glad you're leaving. He didn't curse at me, too bad, all right? Vince T didn't say, I'm glad you're fucking leaving. But he doubled it up with John B. John B must be his buddy or something like that. Vince, I tell this guy about a month or so ago, his negativity of his post and his attitude is keeping him from growing. You know, to be honest, look at how old do you think I am? I'm 56. You think I have any possibility of being a big radio personality? I would have had to do that when I was 25 years old. Like everyone thinks I copy Stern. I would have had to copy him at age 25. I don't think he could pull out his success in 2017 like he did back when he started. Maybe he could. I don't know. The guy's pretty fucking talented, right? But I'm not going to make it, right? So I'm trying to make it to little degrees to help you guys out, to support you guys. And you would think that the love would come back. And like I said earlier, Crystal always says, don't expect these guys to promote you. And in fact, the bands tell me, by the way, they say you're a radio guy. You're supposed to be promoting us. That's true. I have you on my show. I promote you guys. But give me a little love back, right? Give any of the radio personalities that still exist, care about these guys just a little bit. A little bit. And so John B, by the way, he's funny because it's funny. Michelle L says, I can't spell out the word fucking. And John spells it F-U-V King. Fuv King. So he's a pretty funny guy. I guess maybe a little bit of extra weed there makes him hard to spell with a C. So it's Fuv King for this guy. I'll tell you what, you know what we're going to do now? We are going to talk about Eric. Eric says not to use his name, even his first name, in any discussion. Eric also, evidently I must have interviewed Eric and I lost the gig that he did, and I didn't air it when I was on KWS. When you have a one-man show, things happen. Things get fucked up. Probably lost it. I don't know what happened. Maybe I did air it. I didn't put it in a podcast. You didn't listen live. Maybe I'd aired it a week late. I don't remember. I wish I did remember. You get Alzheimer's, right? I don't remember, Eric. I do remember your first name, though, Eric. And, you know, he says that I was supposed to get on KDKB, and I'm a failed personality. I couldn't get on KDKB. Like I said, KDKB, did you ever listen to those guys? I think they've changed their format since I lived there before. They play mainstream music. I don't do mainstream music. I support you guys. I don't do it now because I'm not there. Somebody's there. Support those guys, right? So I called KDKB, 2K separated DB for douchebags of radio. Remember I called KUPD upper douchebags. So all these guys, they don't like me. They don't want me. I don't want them. I don't want to be doing music that a monkey could spin the fucking music, right? We're going to play for Eric, since he was a first-class bitch to me. We are going to play a song. Name of the band is Love Razor. Name of the track, Eric, First Class Bitch. Here we go on the Dave Darren Show, if I can find it. I just found it, Eric. I just found it, Eric. I'm not supposed to use your first name, Eric, but I just found it. First Class Bitch. Here we go on the Dave Darren Show. First Class Bitch for Eric. Welcome back to the Dave Darren Rant Rave Show. I was talking to Aunt M. Well, let's wait for that to We always have to make sure we put who's responsible for production. Hungry Boy Production is responsible for that kick-ass video. By the way, Aunt M. Like I said, I'm not using last names. Aunt A-N-T-M. I mean, this guy didn't even curse me out. Let's see. Thanks for making sure. Oh, I'm supposed to say thanks for making sure you meant me because you said, Dave, thanks for making. What the fuck's he said? This person I can't even understand. But there were no curse words in this thing, so it's like Aunt B from the Mayberry Show. So I don't know if this person Aunt M has a vagina or a penis, but it's like Aunt B from the Mayberry Show. You remember that?
Aunt B, that lovable lady who made life pleasant for all of Mayberry. But Aunt B did not make life pleasant for Dave Darren. Got tired of cooking all that chicken and washing all those dishes.
Just grab that chicken by the neck, twirl it around overhead. You might get a little dizzy, but what the heck? At least you'll release that built up stress and choke your chicken. Choke your chicken, choke your chicken, choke your chicken.
Welcome back to the conclusion of the Dave Darren Show today, which was supposed to be a rant and rave about my firework episode, right? But it turned out to be the true meaning of this show was to piss off people, to make them listen to the regular radio personalities that still exist out there. So I'm going through a lot of people who misinterpreted what I was talking about. Richie R, man, this guy is really pissed. You are an asshole bitch. This guy's to the max. Stay the fuck off radio, you moron. Just remember to pay the fee anytime I mention the guy's name. And he says he's expecting $50, and he puts 50.00 with a dollar at the end of it. There's a guy that needs a little bit of help with math, so I am willing to supply that help for you there, Richie. So here we go. A little bit, this is called Finance for the Idiots. So remember, this is how you're supposed to arrange the dollar figures on the money. Okay, so here we go.
Put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking across the floor. Put one foot in front of the other. Come on, there's a good tailwind blowing. A fast walking man is hard to beat.
And I'm assuming that Richie is one of the people I've seen in Arizona recently who has not yet learned how to walk upright on 2 feet. So he's still working on 4 feet. So, Richie, just so you don't get pissed every time you hear the fucking name Dave Darren, which you probably won't even bother to anymore. The whole idea, the stupid conflict I had with you guys, 700 of you, which no one's watching a live show because you're all so pissed and you're boycotting the show. You're going to listen later. I'm sure you are, right? For you guys, the whole idea of this is for the 3 hours it takes me to mix up a show. This show's fucked up because I didn't mix it. Usually what I do is I mix a show. If I do a live show on Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern time, it goes a lot better because I'm interviewing bands on Skype. This is kind of fucked up because I don't do shows this way usually. But when I do the mix of a show, it takes me 3 hours. You guys can't get on your laptops or your phones or whatever. And how long does it take? Like 5 seconds to put a little thing, say, check out the Dave Darren Show. We're on this week. And then your fellow bandmates that are on maybe performing on stage with you 2 weeks later, you can't get on and say, Dave Darren, man, this guy's show sucks. Fucking hate this lunatic, but check out his show. Our fellow bandmates are on it. That's what you got to do. Otherwise, every station out there, everyone is going to fail, and they're not going to play your music at all. It's not even going to be on 12 midnight on whatever station plays you guys at 12 midnight for 3 hours till 3 in the morning. Well, is that useful airtime for you guys, 12 midnight? Is that useful at all? So the whole idea of this pissing you guys off was to listen to what I was talking to you guys about. But of course you guys won't, because the whole time I was there, you didn't listen. Every 6 months or so, I get pissed off. And I'll tell you why I get pissed off. Someone emailed me and said, good luck with unemployment. I have a day gig. And I do this show as a relief and a stress relief from the day gig. That's why I do it. I don't do it to make money because, like I said, I'm 58 years old. How am I going to make fucking money at radio, right? At this age, or when I had to start age 25. But every time I take these little sabbaticals, like 3 months. I work like the day gig for 9 months. I take 3 months off. When I take 3 months off, I get hot and heavy into the show. I see you guys aren't supporting it. I get pissed like the second month in. Out of the 3 months, I get pissed. Then I rant and rave because I'm pissed. Because you guys are so stupid not to realize that there's so few little tiny ones like us to do this, and you neglect us, which I don't understand that at all. Don't understand it. So what then happens is 2 months in of my 3-month sabbatical, I'm really kicking ass. I'm working on all 8 cylinders, right? I get pissed off. I rant and rave. Then a month later, I'm back to the day gig. I'm doing the day gig. Fucking hate the day gig. I want to do radio. Makes me more pissed off, right? That's why I do radio in that 3-month sabbatical. I focus on it. I focus on you guys. Things don't work out. I get pissed off. 2 months in, I get pissed off. I rant and rave. Another month later, I'm back at the day gig, which I don't want to do. I want to do radio. I get pissed off then. I rant and rave again. Then the cycle stays for another 9 months until I'm at my break from the day gig. 3 months, I focus on the radio thing. Same scenario happened over and over again because you guys don't realize the infrequency of radio personalities and stations that actually spend time to give a fuck about you guys. This whole thing of the fireworks, I'm not going to stop fucking fireworks. I don't like them. My dog doesn't like them. This whole thing was to get you guys irritated to do something. Like I said, if you're a band and you don't support other genres of bands, it sucks. You suck. If your radio station does not play music of the local scene, despite you having a banner over Route 10 and Route 101, you guys suck big time. You don't deserve to be listened to. It's boring radio. That sign shouldn't even be there because you're not locally representing the music at all. So you guys suck. If you're a venue that's not supporting each other's venues, you guys are far enough apart in Arizona. When you're in New York City, you get to walk around. Within a 3-mile radius, you can go to 8 venues. It's easier. And venues are more populated. By the way, kick-ass stuff is not happening in New York City or Philadelphia either. It's hard everywhere. I pick on Phoenix because I lived there for a long time. I lived there longer than I've been living in New York City. So I get pissed off quicker at you guys for not doing and not improving and not making things happen. It sucks. So if you're a venue that's not doing that, that sucks. If you're a radio personality who's given in to corporate radio, and DJs from the 70s and 80s were not limp like you guys are. You guys are pathetic. You gave into corporate radio for 28 to 34 bucks. Have a day gig that kicks ass, makes money. Take risk on radio and try to bring music back to the way it was. Don't fuck around and tuck in the penis like Caitlyn Jenner does. Have some balls. And by the way, we're going to play the song that I screwed up earlier. And it's called Ballroom Blitz. For all the people in radio and all the venues that don't display their balls, for all the bands that don't expose their balls, this song is for you guys. Expose the balls. Have some balls. Do some shit, man. Here we go. This is Suicide Squad is the name of the band. Ballroom Blitz. I played it before in error because like you guys think, I'm a total failure. So of course I'm going to screw up the show, right? So here we go. This is the closer of the show. By the way, everyone else that rant and raved, of course, I've got the day gig like I told you. I didn't have time to get to you guys. And like you guys never have time to get to me anyway, unless you want to be pissed off and avoid listening to the Facebook live show, right? But yet that you'll get on Facebook and you'll rant and rave because you think, oh my God, who's looking at this on their cell phones while they're driving? Who's looking at Dave talking about us? How dare that bastard? Check this out. This is called Ballroom Blitz. For the guys out there that still do have a little bit of room to fit the balls in, this is for you guys. And it's the closer of the show. Everyone else I neglected. Michelle L. Cute chick. Man, she's pretty hot. So check her out. And everyone else that was participating in the rant and raves who thought I was all crazy about the fireworks. I wish I could let a firework on their ass to do some shit that you're not doing. I should have laid a firework on their ass because you guys are fucking lame. So here we go. This is the final close of the show. If you missed it, you can play it back when it's done, right?
I'll leave you. Then miss you.
By the way, the other thing you guys are doing, I'm going to tell you this, what else you guys do that's wrong. Because you always tell me, Dave, if you're a fucking genius, tell me about what to do. You put all your music out there on SoundCloud and Reverb Nation. All of your music is out there. Anyone go to school and learn about economics, supply demand curve? You put all your shit out there for free. You know what happens? All your fans, all your fake fans, not to use Trump's word fake like the fake news, but all your fake fans go out there, they download your music. They say they love you guys. Now, they're not out at your venues proving that they love you. They're not buying merch. It's not proving they love you that way, but they're downloading your music. They're telling you the music's great. As soon as you want to charge for it, you know what they do? They just fucking ignore you. Go to the next guy with the free music. So stop bombarding Reverb Nation and SoundCloud because it's not helping you guys out. In fact, what you guys are hoping to happen, and I know it because you tell me this, you're hoping that one guy, that one important guy is going to make you a rock star, is checking out your music on SoundCloud and Reverb Nation. He's listening to music, the guy's whacking off a good one because he thinks this music's great. When I masturbate to this, looking at a picture, right? And then when the music's done, you're thinking, man, this guy's going to hopefully still dig our music. So you're hoping that guy's going to make you a rock star saying, it's a great masturbation. That song was great. Let me play it back and make these guys a rock star. Shit's not happening, man. Make your music more scarce. Make little teasers out there to get these guys to listen to your music. Tease them. Get them interested in buying your music. They got to buy your music, right? They got to come to your gigs and they got to buy your merch. Make them do that. Don't sell yourself short. You know, when I'm in Arizona, you guys think I'm a douchebag. You know, you guys have better music than you give yourselves credit for. So give yourself credit and give yourself a financial kick in the ass that you need to support your lifestyle, support your music, support your habit. I don't know why I have to tell you this stuff. Why? Do it. Support how many radio personalities are still in Phoenix? Like 1 or 2? Support these guys before they leave like me. Before they totally give up their radio careers like some have done. And I haven't. I'm trying to do video shows and everyone thinks I'm latched on to Phoenix and that's all I do. I don't. I do a global show now. That's music videos. Because I want you guys to carry the limits to the next level. I want to bring MTV back. I want to bring VH1 back without seeing Kim Kardashian's big ass on there. I don't want to see a big ass. I want to hear big music. The closer of the show. I'm talking here a lot, guys, because I'm pissed. Not pissed about the fireworks. I'm pissed about the music. Here's the last track of the show, and then play this fucking thing back. Distribute it. Tell people you hate me. Tell people this guy's a douchebag. Check this guy out. Make this go viral because if you make this go viral, your guys are going to go viral because I'm trying to get the show on Sirius XM. Don't you understand that? If I get it on Sirius XM, you guys are on national radio. You're on national radio. You're not on local KWSS, KUPD, where the disc jockeys there on one station. KUBD is a bigger station, right? Still, it's one station. It's not distributed across the country. Sirius XM is. I'm trying to get you guys distributed. Closer of the show. Here we go.
this song rock and roll. See, it ain't easy. Chicks, cars, drums that go bum bum boom, bum bum boom.
I really am a mean and despicable creature at heart, you know.